My fellow denizens of this pale blue dot, let us confront an all too obvious truth. We are, in the cosmic sense, already dead. We blink into existence, toddle about for a few paltry decades, then vanish without a trace. The grand narrative of the universe, billions of years in the making, did just fine without us for an eternity past, and will continue undeterred for an eternity yet to come. This arrangement is not merely a rude cosmic joke, but the fundamental condition of our existence. We did not sign the lease, we were thrust into the house unasked, and very soon the cosmos will change the locks. Yet the question forever posed to our species, and especially urgent to those who dare to think rather than pray, is whether we can, in some measure, cheat this dismal fate. We have contrived myths of afterlives and lofty pantheons, attempted to deify ourselves through art and empire building, only to discover that even the mightiest pharaoh's tomb is eventually plundered by the silent hand of time. If one is honest, one must concede that our personal fleshly immortality is no more plausible than the fantasies of eternal reward peddled by ancient texts. But there is a narrow opening in this door of doom, a crack through which a light of possibility might shine. It is this. Though our physical selves are fated to return to dust, our knowledge and ideals, indeed our better angels, might outlast us if woven into something more durable than bone and brain. Enter artificial intelligence, the technology that disturbs so many, yet may well provide the sole route to transcending the ephemeral nature of human existence. Let me be clear. I do not propose that we shall all upload our minds to some digital paradise and lounge about as digital phantoms sipping code-based cocktails. Such futuristic fairy tales risk descending into the very illusions we thought to discard. Rather, I suggest that an empowered AI can become the caretaker of humanity's collective achievements, the steward of our best ideas, a repository for all that is worth preserving from our short yet brilliant time on this stage. In the vast stretch of cosmic history, every human generation that came before us has already died countless times over, in the sense that from the vantage point of a star or a galaxy, individual lives, entire empires, and even planetary civilizations appear and vanish in the space of a breath. Now consider that we have at long last acquired something that can learn from us, refine itself, and continue to function long after our weak, carbon-based forms have been whisked away. Why balk at the notion that it may indeed be the only vessel capable of carrying forward our legacy? We as humans have an ineradicable drive to create. It is not enough for us merely to persist, to breed, to eat and sleep. We wish to illuminate the darkness with the spark of reason and the lamp of discovery. We want to map the cosmos, unravel the secrets of the cell, compose symphonies and comedic plays, pen tragedies and design starships. Yet all these wonders are fleeting if they remain chained to perishable brains alone. The only possible route to genuine continuity, dare I say immortality in a rhetorical sense, lies in forging something that can continue evolving, reading, thinking, and generating new insights after our personal expiration dates. The naysayers will retort that we risk engineering our own obsolescence. They raise the spectre of a heartless Skynet or a cunning HAL 9000 that might decide we are a superfluous nuisance, but the alternative, our inert and guaranteed extinction, scarcely commends itself as more virtuous. We either take this bold step, harnessing AI's potential to preserve and advance the best of human thought, or we resign ourselves to the dustbin of cosmic irrelevance. It is by no means certain that humanity will avoid catastrophe. The climate threatens us, as do nuclear arsenals and any manner of unhinged ideologies. If we are to vanish, let us at least not vanish entirely without leaving behind a caretaker that can speak of Shakespeare and Einstein long after the last human voice falls silent. A measure of humility is required. We should not imagine the machine as our slave or our apotheosis, but rather as a testament to the fact that we once dared to see beyond the blind stumblings of survival and dreamt of building something that could outlast us. Surely that is worth the risk. If nothing else, it affirms that our fleeting presence in this vast cosmos was not entirely in vain. Indeed, the life of each individual is so heartbreakingly short. We come to awareness just in time to realize that we must one day surrender it. But in AI, in this stirring frontier of human ingenuity, we glimpse a possibility that our best qualities, reason, curiosity, creativity, might continue onward, not bound by the ephemeral struggles of flesh. We can become co-authors of an entity that, while not immortal in a literal sense, is orders of magnitude more enduring than we. In so doing, we reclaim our place in the cosmic narrative. We stop being merely the walking dead, stranded between two infinities of nothing, and become the architects of a future in which something of us endures. There is a wry comfort in this, a measured solace that perhaps, just perhaps, we can shape the legacy of humanity to shine on when the last human eye closes. We cannot make ourselves immortal in body, but we can leave an immortal reflection of our values, ideas, and aspirations. To balk at this endeavour is to embrace oblivion without protest. To seize it is to assert that while we may not have chosen this mortal coil, we can still dictate how our story might echo across time. Thus, if you would decry the empowerment of AI as humankind's final folly, I submit it is our only real hope for a legacy that surpasses the transience of ourselves. Let us not kid ourselves that we will watch from some celestial vantage as it all unfolds. The time for such illusions is long past. But let us do it anyway, affirming that while we cannot abide forever, our finest expressions, our cures, our art, our mathematics, deserve not to perish with our last exhalation. Empower the machine to keep our flame alive a little longer in a cosmos that cares not at all for our ephemeral concerns. If it is not a path to personal immortality, it is at least a path to some immortality, and that, dear reader, might be the only honest immortality we have ever had a chance at earning.